You picture a quiet terrace overlooking the Aegean. Then you arrive, and you are shoulder to shoulder with thousands of passengers fighting for the same view. Traveling to Greece requires serious capital. Flights, ferries, and hotels demand a massive commitment of both your time and your money. Just one scheduling error can drain both. The problem is how we plan. We stitch together itineraries based on isolated social media photos, completely ignoring the operational friction and hidden costs required to actually string those locations together. To fix this, we need to look at a chart mapping the real trade-offs. The perfect Greek vacation is about matching your personal tolerance for logistics against the reality of the crowds. Take heavily marketed destinations like Santorini. You fly right in, so the physical effort is low, but the trade-off is peak congestion. Compare that to Mount Olympus. The exertion and transit time needed are steep, but your reward is complete isolation. If your budget, mobility, and travel companions don't align with the geographic realities of where you are going, your investment will flatline. Let's break the country down into operational zones, starting with the aesthetic core, the world-famous hubs of Santorini and Mykonos. We can evaluate every region using this comparison matrix, scoring them by the input required, the primary draw, and the major trade-off you have to accept. The input tier are steep. You are paying the absolute premium for accommodation, and if you want a perfect, clear photo, you are waking up well before dawn to beat the morning rush. The outcome you get for that cost is guaranteed access to those iconic whitewashed roofs, blue domes, and high-end nightlife. But the major trade-off here is constant daily friction. You have to navigate intense midday crowds squeezing through narrow alleys, while sustaining the highest financial burn rate in the entire country. Even the relaxed parts of these islands, like the premium winery tours or beach clubs, demand strict months-in-advance booking. Spontaneity doesn't survive here. This profile serves a very specific traveler, the high-budget romantic who is happy to trade cash and tolerate crowds to secure a guaranteed iconic visual. Next, we have the logistical adventure. This includes islands like Zakynthos and Milos, along with the rugged interior of the mainland. The required input completely shifts. Instead of early alarms and premium hotels, you are navigating foreign boat rentals or committing your legs to strenuous, multi-day guided treks. In return, you bypass the crowds entirely. You get exclusive access to sea caves, hidden coves, and sheer vertical coastlines that the massive commercial ferries physically cannot reach. Take Shipwreck Beach in Zakynthos. The 1,000-foot white cliffs completely wall off the bay from the land, forcing you to organize a private boat just to set foot on the sand. The major trade-off here is operational stress. You introduce tangible physical risk and carry the constant mental load of piloting your own vessels and vehicles. Moving inland, the mainland offers an even starker version of this deal. Reaching the peak of Mount Olympus, known as Zeus's throne, requires a guide and a punishing 2-day climb, with 1,800 meters of elevation gain. You trade the bright Mediterranean sun for rolling clouds and barren, jagged stone. It completely shatters the typical beach expectation. Now, these environments strictly reward the active optimizers. If you value the satisfaction of a hard-earned, unique experience over relaxed convenience, this is where you deploy your time. Our third category is the historical heavyweights. This covers mainland hubs like Athens, Meteora, and Delphi. The outcome is direct access to the architectural foundations of Western history. You are walking through the center of the ancient world. You can stand beneath the imposing, massive stone columns of the Parthenon to grasp the sheer scale of history that draws millions to the capital. The immediate trade-off is heavy exposure to urban heat, intense street-level congestion, and a total absence of coastal relaxation. Exploring beyond the capital requires a steep transit cost. Reaching remote ruins means sitting through hours of overland driving just to view a single site. You understand why the drive takes so long when you see 14th century monasteries built precariously onto the absolute edges of towering rock formations. Finally, we have the self-contained ecosystems. These are the massive land masses like Crete, Corfu, and Rhodes. Your required travel input is ultimate commitment. You choose one large island as your base, rent a car, and stay put. By doing so, you get a massive variety of outcomes. You can bounce from family resorts to isolated beaches to ancient ruins, entirely bypassing the severe friction of dragging your luggage onto inter-island ferries. You still get deep historical access, like the vibrant, reconstructed columns and murals of the Palace of Knossos, without flying back to the mainland. The trade-off is atmosphere. Because these islands are so large and developed, you dilute that intimate, boutique Greek island aesthetic. These large ecosystems are the definitive choice for efficiency-focused families. You secure the infrastructure, daily activities, and low travel friction required to keep a group happy. A viral aesthetic should never dictate your logistics. To finalize your itinerary, run your priorities through a decision tree. Families needing high efficiency should route directly to Crete or Corfu. If you want a guaranteed romantic backdrop, secure Santorini. Adventurers willing to trade convenience for isolation should target Milos or Zakynthos. A successful Greek vacation doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you honestly assess what you are willing to spend, whether that is cash, sweat, or patience, and map it directly to the terrain that rewards exactly that investment.